morning, you guys. How are you? Are you ready for our leg day? Nice, cozy morning inside. I said I'm going to regret the decision to wear a long sleeve. You got that chilly feeling today from the rain, eh? We're going to start and warm it up, and it's gonna get cozy quick. So we're going to start with those activation exercises. We want to wake up, connect the brain to the muscles that may be dormant, or they're just, they're just tired. They just woke up, so we have to tell them right now they have to work. So this is what this little warm-up is about. It's slightly more than your traditional warm-ups where you think of just limbering things up. You actually want to make a connection so that the rest of the work is really effective, okay? So that's what we're doing. Simple movements. I'm doing everything without a band first. We're going through this twice. And then the second time I'm going to put a band on. And I don't know exactly how the bicycle one is going to go with a band, but we'll try it, okay? So anyway, side lying clam. I'm just going to go this way for you. And all you're going to do is feet together, knees together, and open close. All right, what you don't want to do is compensate rolling backwards because you want to get that leg up open higher. You want to stay stationary on a sideline position and just work this one little area, all right? And 10 of each, okay? That should, or, if you feel like doing a few more, a few less, you go ahead. Side lying leg lift, that's extended out. You're leading with your heel. Again, you want to get this same gluteus. It's really the medius that kind of we're waking up. We want that to jump in because it's usually the big glute muscle, the maximus, that takes over. So if we can wake up these little guys and all the surrounding area, we can get a really good training session without like going crazy on the weights. There. So this is the sideline bicycle. It's just the bicycle motion, and then out, and then back down. So bend that knee up into your core area, extend out front, and down. Again, try not to let your body rock and roll, all right? You don't want to compensate. You want to keep that movement there in your hip area. Ooh, that rain is coming down. I did not count, but that feels good to me. So I'm going to take it onto the other side and do my clam, right? Stack those ankles and stack those knees. Support yourself on your head or on your hand, elbow or down, up to you. You just want to feel comfortable. And you want to really be able to think and focus. You want to actually kind of visualize where you're working. And then that extended leg, again, you don't want to be laying back here because you're going to get hip flexor. You want to rock it too far forward. You do want to be side-lying, toe pointing down slightly and focusing in on glute. can even feel a little bit of a muscle engagement on that other glute that's lying down. It's not working, right? Because it's fired up now. Yep, taking the tour, just making sure everything is working. So here comes that bicycle. So it's up into your belly, extend out, and kick it down. All right, just, I think it reminds me of a bicycle pedaling, but with control and thought, okay? I'm going to do one more. Good. So we're doing this twice. You're welcome to do it without. I think without a band is perfect because you can really focus in on that muscle group and activate it, okay? We're not trying to hammer it right now. We're not trying to work it. But if a band helps you find that area because it creates more tension and you can really focus on it better, then give her a go. All right, so here comes your clam. I don't know why I have it down on my ankles. There we go. And 10, let's go for the 10 leg extensions. Extend the leg. I'm having a go. Welcome to my Saturday morning where my brain started working way too early and it got itself confused. There we go. Now I can really feel the pull on the other side here, okay? So just pay attention. Objective observer, you're just kind of watching, making some adjustments. Good. And this is where I don't know about the bicycle. I have never done it with a band before. Not bad. Bend it up, extend out and back down. And on top of waking up all these internal muscles, tendons, and ligaments, we're fatiguing them to a degree. And that's going to be different with everybody. So when we come to our other exercises, be aware. We went through a pre-exhaust, almost a pre-exhaust. Good stuff. All right. One more on this side, set of 10 each, and then we're on our feet for a few more standing ones, okay? So, clam. Yeah, this side feels weaker on me as I'm making my rounds, my tour. And it makes sense because that's the side that I had the weakness on. So you make those connections as well, okay? That's it for me there. And then the bicycle, so knee up and in, extend, and pull it back. Just keeping this in good form is taking a lot of energy and a lot of thought. I'm going to do one more, and we're taking it up on our feet. If you prefer to stay down and do a few more, that's your call, okay? So we're gonna do the standing clam. We did it last week and we just called it abduction. So it's out and in. So let's go 10, 10, we just did it down there, 10, and then we're gonna go to a squat out, all right? And with a slight lean forward is going to engage some more of the glutes. I knew it, I'm already hot. All right, we can take this off in a minute, but anyways, standing clam, just open and close. And again, you're feeling it up here, right? And inside. And then and other side. Okay, you don't want to be hiking your body, okay? You want to keep everything stationary, good. And you just want to make that hip joint and glutes work. And then squat outs with a slight lean forward, or in this case, I'm just going to do some without the lean forward to get an idea of how everything is working in squats. Good. Standing clam. Extension, abduction. And other side. Go at your own pace. Rest when you need. Get rid of the bed if it's too much. Got it? Your workout. And then the squat outs. I'm going to try a little bit of a lean here. And squat. We got one more set to go. Are you good? I should stay back here. I don't know if I'm in the screen way up there. Anyways, standing clam. Think here, all right? This is the muscles that are clenching as we open and close. Abduction. Squats. So we're going to go right into our Bulgarian split squats. So that means your rear leg is going to be elevated on a bench, on a step. If it's a big problem, you're just going to do a single leg split stance squat, up and down, okay? There. Beautiful. So our first set is 15 on one side, 15 on the other. Take a rest, 10, 12 and 12. So the other options now are the leaning forward to engage the upper glute. That's one consideration. Number two is the amount of weight you're carrying. You might carry one on one side, you might carry two, you might carry none at all, right? Getting into position. I'm going to try it with this guy, but I usually don't have a lot of luck. And I like to hold on to something. So here's for my 15. Yeah, this one is really high for me. I really actually need one lower than this. But anyways, when I'm down on my knee here and my foot's up, I can get this front leg into position and I can grab my weights safely. Again, I'm not using weights for this first one. Okay? So, there we go. Keep in mind that the leg that's pinned back here is doing an awful lot of work, that hip flexor. All right, so when you come over the other side, you're already tired from everything, from the activation and from the alternate side. All right, so once again, let knee down on the floor so that you could place the working leg in a good position. And then start. Rest, change sides. Keep in mind as well, you can choose to do 10s, like 4 sets of 10s, or 3 sets of 10s. Modify in a million different ways, with weight, without weight, leaning forward, upright, lower bench, no bench, the amount of weight you carry, the amount of reps. There's many, many ways. Push yourself to this point. You want to feel challenged, but this is a lot. High volume work today. 12. Here we go. Remember what leg you worked on first. Okay. Okay. And set for 12 reps or whatever you've chosen. Got sets of 10 to go. I think we're just going to go 1 set of 10. I think it's a typo. I didn't realize it. Anyway, I wanted 4 sets here. Set of 10, set of 8. Then we're moving on. Woo! Let's go. Set up and driver. 10 and 10. If you are using those weights, keep tabs on that back, okay? It's having to work really hard to support the movement and then your load, all right? And we got one more set to go, okay? We've got deadlifts and step-ups. Step-ups we did on Wednesday. This time it's going to be slightly different, more targeted. All right. Here we go, last set. Bulgarian split squats. So if I were carrying my weight and I was in a forward lunge position or a forward lean position, I'd be aiming just at my toe, okay? And that's for you people that are not experiencing any discomfort. You're feeling very strong and you know what you're doing. Like you understand the rationale, okay? 8 and 8. Here we go. See, I didn't set that one up, and I didn't have confidence in it. It's worth it to take the time to set it up. All right, we're moving on. We're moving on to single leg, and then that same leg is going into the step up. And then we'll change to the other side. This step up, we're just gonna take it to a tap. So we're gonna keep it here. All right, where I cued you on Wednesday to take it to a full stand, finish up with this leg straight before this one helps. Okay, this time we're gonna concentrate the work on the glute. We're gonna stay there in that range. All right, I gotta get my weight. For a single leg, I better not fool around. I feel like picking up the big guys. So what do we got here? We're starting off with 10s and then going to 8s. Again, you might be going 3 sets, 2 sets, 4 sets with us. That leg that was just working there is coming here and going for 10. Nice. That is another option. This bench could be lower. All right, you could just be going into a. Okay. 10 and 10. 10 and 10. I'm gonna go to 8 and 8. You might go to 10 and 10. 8 and 8, 8 and 8, okay? You know, if you're feeling good today, strong, pain-free, and you're ready to hammer it, hammer it. But just keep in mind, you know, recovery, it takes time. And you want to monitor yourself over 2 and 3 weeks, even a month, to see how overall recovery is happening, okay? It's not just today, tomorrow. It's big picture fatigue as well. And 10. Woo! Warm in here now. Drive through the heel. You gotta have a full flat foot on that bench, okay? You can't be running through your toe. You're gonna nail your knee and your quad, and we've already done quads. You wanna keep it in the heel of the working leg. Good. And then switch. Here we go, guys. Whew. Got this. Good. Woo! One more set. 2, if you're feeling it. All right. And then we just got squats. I put 6 and 6. We might do 4, 5, 6 sets. And that's, again, going to depend on you. What I'm trying to write here is top. The most I would go on a leg day, all right? That's just to account for the people that are, you know, strong in the legs and, you know, require more. For the rest of us, we're gonna filter down somewhere in there, right? I hate doing that because people see a board and they want to do the board. But you have to use your common sense. You have to feel how you feel today, right? There's 8. We have one more set here. And if you take it to a rest, I would stretch. I would take this time for a stretch before we got into our squats. I'm gonna do a couple sets of squats on my bar, and I'm gonna do a couple on dumbbells, okay? And that's just personal decision based on how I feel. Plus it'll give you the demonstration though too, okay? So, you guys that have barbells and racks at home, you know how to modify, all right? And if you don't, or if you have questions, let me know. I mean, to this day, I still consult with, my training partner has a hell of a lot more experience in heavy lifting, and that's what I miss most about training with him, is just that constant feedback. And like, oh, do you do it this way or do you do it that way? Or what did my form look like? It really helps, you guys. No one's ever an expert in this industry. Nobody. The big guys get help. 8. And 8, okay? My body's starting to talk back to me now. So I'm saying, okay, got your back. I got your back. Good. For that hip lift, you're just going to find a block or a step or a stair, and all we're going to do is lower our hip and lift, okay, like that. But we're going to take it on a step so we can lower it a bit further. So just as you're paying attention 100% to this, keep in the back of your mind you need a bit of a step for the next one. Eight and 8. Last one here for me, for us. If you're resting, I'm pretty sure. It feels like we're done. We got that. Okay, so I'm just explaining, so chill and rest, okay? Dumbbell squat, 6 means heavy-ish. Now, that also means, heavy if you're feeling strong, sturdy, and stable today. If you're like me and you're just kind of easing back into some heavier training, you're gonna go moderate weights, and you're gonna really be thoughtful of the activity and see how that affects, where that affects, what that affects, okay? So, squats, and this is the hip lift. I can't really do it there. Okay, this is good. I'm just gonna lower and lift, okay? Kind of massage in there, limbering, lubricating the joint, and waking up some more. Okay, so let us do our squats, all right? So if you have dumbbells, they can be at your shoulders, they can be at your chest, they can be at your sides, and they could be goblet. It's up to you. This is what I choose today, okay? Let's go for 6. Beautiful. I felt some interesting things there, and I've made a decision not to do my bar. Bar kind of forces you into a certain alignment, which is good. But coming back from this injury, I would like to give my body a little bit of a break, that if it needs to compensate a little bit here or there because of a tightness or a weakness, then it's allowed to do that. I'll keep in my mind what good form should feel like, and then my brain will make the difference up from what's actually happening with that injury or that tension. My brain will make it up. Okay. Hip lift, just lower and lift. Beautiful. 6, 8, 10 of those, all right? We are basically going to finish up with 3 more sets. Anybody that wants to stick around for all 6, that's up to you. Please pay attention. Please pay attention to how you feel. Go ahead with your 6 squats, okay? Get this guy on again. Okay. Yeah. Little break here. We do an awful lot of work. Big, compound, multi-joint, multi-muscle work in a very short time on Saturdays. So that's why I keep pushing at you that you have to listen to your body. It's so cliche. You have to make judgment calls for yourself each step of the way. And safe down. We'll do those hip lifts. Yeah. And you gotta make all those judgment calls without factoring in, or factoring that you it's very difficult to push yourself to the 100%, all right? Without wimping out and making excuses like, oh, that's enough. I feel a twinge. It's a serious, like, this is serious. I want to work as hard as I can, but I cannot go past this point, all right? That's your thought process. Two more of these. I correct that. That's my thought process. You guys have to make up your own little internal dialogue and decision-making skills. All right? Yeah. I hate to put my personal rituals and opinions on you. I like to give you the general idea, and I also want you to know that for the rest of your life doing weights, you're always going to be hovering back and forth between strength and weakness and like despair. But I just want you to know that the process is not like you see on the YouTube channels where they show up every morning and they're all just perky, right? Every day is different. Okay, I'm shutting up now. My coffee just kicked in, I think. Hip lift. Okay, if you're with me, we got one more set. Then we're gonna stretch it out and hit the showers, eat breakfast, etc., etc. If you're sticking around, doing 2 more sets, pay attention, and then hit the showers, right? And 6. Good. So for my last hip mobility, I'm just going to do one of those, I just love these swings. All right, so my body is stationary, hip is swinging. Oops. So that's all in there. Good. Just play with that a little bit. It could even be just a nice, easy swing. All right. I like to kick some frustrations out. Just like, good. Woo. Little stretch. Finding the areas that you need to address. You know, YouTube is a valuable tool. If you can figure out the area that you're having problems with, zero in on it, get a good idea of what's going on. Number one, you could, you know, you can manage it a lot better. You can communicate to your physician or your professional what's going on with you. And, you know, you could just maybe come up with something that is beneficial to you, because not everything works for everybody, right? Anyways, you guys, I am going to shut up now. Have a fantastic Saturday. I'll see you Monday morning for chest. I'll get the boards out to you on Sunday. And yeah, we will live happily ever after. Enjoy the day. See you guys.